Fun Day Monday. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty 78609. It's a wonderful day here in Llano. Hey, Google, what's the temperature in Llano, Texas?
The current temperature in Llano is 48 degrees.
With a high of 70 and no chance of rain. But anyway, guys, what else have I got on my agenda here? Oh, I want to give you a heads up on this one. But Beer 30 is canceled. Beer 30 live. We will have Beer 30 from now on, and we'll also do the fireside chats. But the live videos, boop, doop, out, zero, no more of those. So don't mark your calendar for Friday night Beer 30 because there won't be one. Why? Because the internet sucks. You know what I mean? Or you have to have good speed to do a live session. You know what I mean? And so anyway, we'll cancel that until further notice. And anyway, it's difficult. So having said that, what else have I got here? Oh, well, still in my casita, fiberglass 17-foot travel trailer, 2019, 84 square feet of living area. Fixing to move to a Class C. Should get an update on the Class C today. Hopefully it's in transportation. Well, it's in transportation, but hopefully it's fixing to get on the road to El Dorado, Texas, and I should hopefully pick it up next week on probably Wednesday. But anyway, today is the first day of the rest of your life. Make it a good one. You're in charge of it. You know that. It's the day after yesterday, the day before tomorrow. It is right now. Bing! It's now. It's scary, isn't it? And now's gone. It's something else. So be that as it may. Hey, Google, what's the temperature in Bangor, Maine?
The current temperature in Bangor is 45 degrees.
With a high of 57 and a 80% chance of rain. Y'all finna get wet. Hey, Google, what's the temperature in Butte, Montana?
The current temperature in Butte is 15 degrees.
With a high of 35, low of 14, and no rain. Hey, Google, what's the temperature in Fairbanks, Alaska?
In Fairbanks right now, it's minus 7 degrees.
With a high of with a high of plus 3 and a low of minus 8. Not my place to be. It didn't show any rain. But anyway, this is my gang back here. That's Matilda the trash can. That is that's a little bear over there. Who is that? I don't know. And this is Banana. This is Mr. Bojangles. I forgot all their names. Anyway, this is the real Matilda. That's a good just to show you what a trash can looks like. But this is a Matilda right here. And so we'll see if she gets any breakfast today. But anyway, moving right along. Hey, Google, tell us a joke. Hey, Google, tell us a joke.
Why was the stadium so cool? It was filled with fans.
Okay, a biggie. Here we go on the joke book. I told my wife that I have the body of a Greek god. She informed me that the Buddha was not Greek. Oh, get your hands off her throat. Anyway, let's do a quote here from the Tell Me the Quote.
We must let go of the life we have planned so as to accept the one that is waiting for us. Joseph Campbell.
Joseph wasn't too sharp, was he? Anyway, enjoy your life. What you do, that's what you do. Izzy Lost says, Rusty, good morning, sir. Good morning to you, Izzy Lost. Did you ever consider selling your truck and getting another Prius? Yes, I did. Very, very, very thoroughly, actually. My sister had a Prius, a 2015, I think. And she just traded it recently on a 2020 or 21 Prius. And it was mint. I could have got it for like $10,000, which was, yeah, freaking would have been a good buy. But I didn't. I decided to keep my truck because my truck is kind of my garage. You know what I mean? And for the number of miles that I drive in a month, the gas savings wouldn't be that much. And as far as going camping in the Prius, I doubt that I would do that. But anyway, Ralph P. on the trike ride. Nice ride along with the stories of the Thanksgiving memories. Sounds familiar to many of us older folks. Thanks, Rusty. Goat enjoyed it also. Goat. Good morning, Goat. There's your good morning smack from the old goat. You ever been kissed by a goat? RC on the trike ride. Fun story. I enjoyed it. Thank you, RC. Franny Lee 38, thumbs up to you. Barbara Dang. I grew up on a farm in Georgia. We had smoked ham. We also had chicken and not turkey. Good memories. Yep, that's the way we did, Barbara. Enjoy your day, babe. Fletcher 3913. I am just a bit younger than you, so I remember Thanksgiving days in the 50s. They were much the same for me as you describe, except it was my great grandmother who hosted the festivities. Good memories. Yep. Well, we did. My mother was a good cook, man. I'm not kidding you. Scotty Thompson, cool video talk, Rusty. Thank you, Scotty, the masked bowler in Wisconsin. He's also got two more here. He says the movie theater closed temporarily. Well, watch them at home. I don't go to movies anyway, but enjoy. With in my town, Wisconsin, Minnesota. Hey Google, what's the temperature in Wisconsin, Minnesota? Never mind, I didn't think
The
so.
current temperature in Madison is 36 degrees.
Well, that's close. I mean, that ain't what he asked, but anyway, enough said about that. In Wisconsin, Minnesota. Anyway, thank you, Scotty, the masked bowler in Wisconsin, I think. Moving right along here to Prairie Night Moon. I love hearing your stories because they remind me so much of my own childhood back when everything was manual and organic. Yeah, we had organic before organic was cool. Happy Thanksgiving, Rusty. Yeah, we were also very environmentally conscious because we only used paper bags. Tom Fowler, Rusty, I really love when you take us down memory lane. Our lives were so much alike. Those really were some great times. Carpe diem, my friend. Well, carpe diem to you. Jolene. Anyway, there's a song about that. Jolene Bearden. Such wonderful memories. I grew up on a small Iowa farm with lots of cousins to play with, play kick the can. That was one of my favorite games. We also took turns turning the crank on the ice cream maker. Best homemade ice cream ever. Yep, I remember it, sitting on the front porch. Yep, we used to sit out on the front porch and look at the stars, and that was back before there were satellites and all kind of stuff in the sky. So when you saw something moving, it probably was something weird. You know what I mean? What else? TGIF, Rusty, I sure do appreciate your Thanksgiving memories. Chicken is awesome, but reminds me of how much I enjoy my turkey. Yeah, turkey has a cute little chemical in it that makes you sleepy. It does. Peppy Patty 2432, and please remember it's Alvarado, Texas, not Alvarado. Well, it's however I say it. That's how it is. Just in case anybody is wondering where the dealership is located. Yeah, it's Alvarado. Correct. Anyway, thank you. Tommy Devers. Hello, Tommy Devers. You got two here. And I wasn't much of a churner. That was my dad and brother's job, but my dad put a burlap feed bag on top of the ice cream maker, and we sat on it to keep it still and easy to churn. Then we would eat the salty ice when it was done. Yep, I know that. Same person, thanks for this video, Rusty. We had the same kind of Thanksgiving at our house. I could literally smell the food while you were talking and see my mom in her apron singing while she cooked. She loved it. Yeah, my mother did too. It's a funny thing about that. My mother grew up in a large family, and she was the oldest daughter, I guess, and she was pretty much the cook. Bob goes fishing. All my Stanley thermos kept hot for over 30 hours. Oh yeah, I did a video of thermos versus something. Stanley. Yeah, no, the thermos did better in my test. But anyway, Bob goes fishing. Enjoy. Thank you for your comment. Karen R. Good old days for sure. We would go to my aunt's house and eat on her good china, and cloth napkins was special to me. We didn't have any of that. We did have a tablecloth. Mother would put a table. In fact, she made the tablecloth that we used. It had little flowers and all kind of stuff on it. Lucas Fur. I used to live there in the 90s. Ely, Nevada. Yeah, that was a neat little town. I was out there for a couple of weeks. But Ely stayed. Yeah, it says boy time flies, but Ely stays the same. Yeah, it does. Little bitty town in the middle of nowhere. Sunflower 555 USA, Texas. I really enjoyed this video talk, Rusty. Thank you. You're very welcome. Glad you enjoyed it. Mark Bahek, did you consider returning to Kennedy when you were picking relocation spots? Nope, never considered it. None, zero. Nothing there for me, babe. James McVeigh, driving a Class C everywhere will become a chore and very inconvenient. I had a Class A and B, not a rookie. Okay, so Mr. Negative James, actually, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll give you my opinion once I get one. Patrick Higgins, I was born in 1955, but we had the same kind of Thanksgiving. Very good. Snazzle Cat. Now there's a catchy name. Just an FYI, you can integrate Teespring into the space below your videos to advertise your shirts. It's in the monetized section of YouTube video. I'll check. I mean, I don't sell many shirts anyway. No, I'm fine. If people will use the Amazon link and whatever I get from YouTube, I'm fine. It's been going. My graph goes like this. I was up here and then pew, like I fell off a cliff. And but that's okay. I don't care. Let's go. I'm having fun doing the videos, and that will continue as long as I'm having fun. Debbie Weckler. That's why I'm eliminating the beer 30. Another reason, it's not fun for me. I don't enjoy it. It's work, so I don't want to work. Debbie Weckler. Yes, Rusty, I had to laugh. It sounded like my childhood at Grandma's house. The kids at the kitchen table and the grown-ups in the dining room, lots of Grandma's food. Then naps, play outside, later peace, a pie and ice cream. Yeah, you got it. It was that was right. We had all that stuff. Yep. Frankie 68, and it's a funny thing, but back then there were no really heavy people. Even with all that stuff. Here's a quick little tidbit, a health tip. Instead of sugar, like white sugar, well, depending on what you use it, but like for tea and coffee and stuff, use honey. Why? Because sugar is just nothing. It's just a sweetener. But honey has all kind of vitamins and minerals and stuff in it that are good for you. Yeah. Yeah, and the darker the honey, the better it is. I know it's expensive, but don't use too much. Anyway, Frankie 68. Nothing like the smell of freshly baked bread, that's for sure. What people had back then, they really appreciated, even in the 80s when I grew up. In Ireland, times were hard, but good. In fact, the best of times. Well, thank you, Frankie 68. Todd Cole. Hello, Rusty. Can't wait to see Trike Man's face when the Class C arrives. I think he will be amazed at all the extra space. That's kind of a poem. Face, space. I like that. Yeah, it is. It's about, well, actually, you've got the front end where the driving part is, with the seats and stuff. That takes off about 5 feet. So out of that 24 feet, you only end up with a net 19 feet. So it's about 2 feet net longer, a foot wider, a foot taller. It's bigger. It's got more cubic feet and more square feet and more storage, a lot more storage. Not that I need it, but it allowed me to just kind of spread stuff out, what I have. Paul Harrington, Christmas comes early with a big old Class C RV. I hope so. We'll find out a little more today, and I'll post a video as soon as I find out. Jamie Macon, thanks for sharing your fond Thanksgiving memories. This year will be memorable in different ways, but I'm sure we will all find a way to make the best of it. Well, I hope so. Always make the best of it, whatever it is, if you, whatever. Kevin Foltz, don't park on the grass. They'll extra-size you. Okay. Same person, Charles Darwin. Okay. Gathering No Moss in Terlingua. Talking about Terlingua Ghost Town. If it wasn't for the 100-plus degree temps, that would be one of the most perfect places on earth for me anyway. Well, yeah, but if it wasn't for the 100-degree temperatures, you wouldn't like it because it'd be packed. That's the only thing that keeps people away is the summer heat. Mary Clayson, your description of Thanksgiving on the farm brought back such great memories. The description of the tables were spot on. My mother labored over getting tables to accommodate everyone, and the kids always ended up at a table of their own. It was great when you got old enough to sit at the big table. Great memories. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, and it's coming up this Thursday. Ted Walker, your mother must have been a special person. We need more women like her today. Well, she was. She took care of us kids. I know that. And that's, that back then, that's what women did. They were mothers, they were real mothers, and I'm not saying they're not now, don't get me wrong, but there has been some change. Now you've got working moms, most of them, and I know what that is. We live in a poor country. Joe H, you're making me hungry talking about all that food. Yeah, it made me hungry too. Memories. Gypsy Davy, remember churning butter? Yep, we did that. Yep, we did that. We had one. Cactus Jack, and the cranberry sauce out of the can. Precious memories. Yep, that was my favorite kind. Still is. Dolores and Bruce Cooper, nice story, Rusty. Thanks for sharing. You're very welcome. Escape Weekend Adventures. Watch you every morning, Rusty. Our favorite takeaway from your videos is you do what you do, I'll do what I do. And that is correct. And I think everybody should do that within limits. Don't run over other people. But anyway, we have taken our Escape 19 and visited many of the places you've talked about on your channel. One of our favorites was Del Norte, just outside of Taos, New Mexico. Thanks for those updates. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, there's some beautiful places. Around that enchanted loop. There's a lot. Claudia Pope, that was a wonderful time. I remember those days vividly. People were so happy and free back then. Well, I don't know about, they were, yeah, it was different. Thanksgiving was a family reunion, pretty much. Aunts, uncles, cousins, and even some friends. And when you say feast, it was a feast. We had no idea we were poor, but we weren't. We were richer than city people with money. Well, yeah, there were a lot of people that had a lot more money, but I don't think anybody ate any better than we did. That's a fact. Michelle Wilkerson, hey, Rusty, I enjoyed the ride along and the story. Well, good. Thank you, Michelle. We'll do a few more here, and then we'll shut her down, guys. WTBM123, I can remember turning the crank on the ice cream maker. Also remember turning the crank on the meat grinder during butcher time. Oh, yeah, I've ground up many a pound of meat for sausage. We used to mix beef and pork, make sausage, and you actually use the real intestine, Yep, Linda Hardy. I have a lot of the same memories, Rusty. After dinner, the adults sat around and told their back in the day stories. I was the only kid in the family, not even cousins, so I sat quietly and listened because, after all, children are to be seen and not heard. I'd give anything to hear their stories again. Boy, that's true. But, back then, I have to tell you that, and it's maybe a little different now. I'm not sure. I'm not around kids that much. But if two adults were talking, you did not interrupt. I guarantee you didn't interrupt my dad or my mother. Justice was instant, But anyway, we'll do 2, 3 more here. Kathleen Niece, yeah, N-E-C-E. Thank you for sharing. Yes, the 50s were the best times growing up, and yes, I still remember cranking the handle on the wooden ice cream maker. Sometimes it would be strawberry, sometimes peach. Yeah, that's great. Great memories. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you. Then we got one here from Stephen Wyden, a little long comment. I'll read part of it. He says, I guarantee you 10 years later, no one was buying quarter sticks of dynamites, M80s, or crazy loud cherry bombs, at no beer bar. The government did away with that by saying that it was children's for safety. Yeah, everything was done for children's safety, and then that way the children weren't able to be children anymore. They were so safe they couldn't do anything. In fact, Halloween's basically destroyed because of one idiot somewhere with the razor blade stuff. Enough said about that. Yeah, things change. Tom Swinburne, strange. Our Thanksgiving and Christmas turkey was always moist and delicious. I do remember my mother started about 4 in the morning and to feed the crowd that came along about 5 p.m. I do recall she basted the turkey many, many, many times during that. Yeah, and our hand-cranked ice cream was always sherbet. Anyway, but thank you, Tom. We got one more here. We'll do Stephen Wyden. Now, which way do you think the government likes it better? Well, anyway, let's don't worry about what the government does, okay? Let's worry about what we do. We are the government. We don't realize it, but we are, and they live in fear of us revolting and kicking down their iron gates and coming in and getting all their stuff, But be that as it may, enjoy your day. I'm going to enjoy mine, and also make a note, there will be no more, as in 0, live videos from me, okay? Unless I change my mind, which I am not going to do probably. But no, Friday Night Live, Beer 30, out, gone. And yeah, I might do just a Beer 30, just record a Beer 30 and then publish it, But as far as doing the live, I don't see any benefit. A lot of people do it because you get that money from the super super chat, but I'm not concerned about that. I mean, I'm concerned about money. I do like to have it, but no, it's not necessary. Let me say that. But anyway, guys, from Central Texas on a cool day, fixing to play golf today. Hopefully, I'll play a little better today than I did last time. But I've been going out and practicing a little bit. I've got a little better swing now. My putting seems to be a little better, so hopefully. But anyway, guys, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye, buy anything you want anytime. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all of my videos. Why? Because it doesn't cost you one penny. Just click on the link, go to Amazon, buy whatever you want. Some of you are, some of you have. Thank you very much. Anyway, with that in mind, drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day won't hurt you. It's good for you. It'll help you avoid gout, kidney stones, also help you lose weight because you'll be full of water and you will not want to eat so much. And the only way to really lose weight is eat less. How smart. And then what else? Take deep breaths. Breathe in really deep. Hold it for a few seconds and then breathe out slowly. Why? Because that relieves stress, and relieving stress does what? Lowers your blood pressure. Is that good for you? You bet it is. Do it several times during the day and maybe get off your blood pressure meds. I'm not a doctor now. I'm just making a recommendation. You can try it and see. But anyway, what else? Stretch, 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 swivel, 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 walk, 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 pedal, pedal, pedal. Exercise your body once or twice every day. Why? Because you'll feel better immediately and you may live longer because of that one thing. Healthily, longer. Anyway, what else? Stand guard at the door of your mind. Do not let negative Nancy or negative Ned get inside of your head. This is your head, your brain, your frontal lobes, your consciousness. All those little neurons in there are forming neural links, which are every thought you have. You know what I mean? So accentuate the positive. You know what I mean? Don't let negative Ned or negative Nancy get inside of your head. Okay, use your titanium cranium to keep out negativity. And yeah, don't watch the news. Don't watch the news. Read it, okay? You'll get the same lie. You just won't get it with all the emotion. But having said that, accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, enjoy your life one day or one moment at a time. Just take it easy. And you'll boom, 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 boom. You understand? And with that, adios, bye-bye, hasta luego, vaya con Dios, aloha, bye-bye till next time. And I'll do a softball video at lunchtime today. Maybe a little later because I'm playing golf. Probably won't be back here till about 1. So it may be a little later, but I'll get you something to keep you entertained, hopefully. But anyway, guys, adios. Next time. Bye-bye.